Well, hello. I'm Brett, the host of the Beeline Bennett channel. I actually attended a car show on August 1st. The show was held in a hangar at Hatbox Field in Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA. It was actually a pretty good setting for a car show, really, because being inside it provided some shade, but it was also a bit of an open-air environment since it wasn't totally enclosed. I would say that late model cars made up the majority of the show, just based on my observation. But there were a few very old classics. No one's turned this old Ford into a street rod just yet, for example. Up next we have a 1965 Plymouth Barracuda, I believe. And here's some footage of it in operation. This is a Bullitt Mustang from 2008. Like I said, a Bullitt Mustang. And it looks like someone named their Camaro in honor of Chester Cheetah. They must prefer Cheetos over Planters cheese balls. And going older, but keeping with the orange Camaro theme, here is an awesome looking 1969 Chevy Camaro. And a 1969 Chevy Chevelle. This one has a Yenko paint job. Not sure it's a real Yenko. That would be a super rare car. And here's another 1969 Camaro. One way you can spot a 1969 Camaro is they have these large circular turn signals under the front bumper. And staying on older stuff for a bit, check out this yellow Buick Skylark. I really liked that. And here's another Buick. They call this the Buick Riata. It was made in the early 90s. And staying with GM, here's a 1972 Oldsmobile. And here's a car all the owners wish had been better, the Chevy Vega. At least this one is the more desirable Cosworth Vega. Now let's go back to some newer stuff, starting with this Corvette and a Pontiac G8 and a Coyote Mustang. Check out the color on this Coyote Mustang. I actually saw another high-performance Ford at a car show last year with a similar color scheme. This is a Ford GT from SEMA 2019. They may not look exactly alike, but there are definitely some similarities, I think. Let me know what you think. I can tell you my cat thinks I'm right. So this group that put on the show, they call themselves the aholics. This is their first year doing the show, but they intend to bring it back next year. They called it the first annual. When I was in journalism as a newspaper reporter, we were told there's actually no such thing. It has to start with the second one, then it becomes annual, because that's actually the second year. Anyway, here's a 2018 Camaro ZL1, one of the fastest Camaros. And here's a late model Dodge Challenger that I really liked. This car is called the Spartan B. You can actually follow it on Instagram as Spartan B 392. Very patriotic, but also very individualized. This car won Best Wrap at the show. Well, there's probably a few cars that I missed and didn't get into the video, but I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Please click like and subscribe. I think I'm going to try to wrap this up with some footage of the cars leaving the show, and I'm going to try to add my commentary to them. Stick around after that. I'm going to have a few photos from the Three Rivers Museum in Muskogee. I went to the museum after the show. Thanks for watching. Here we go. Okay, so first car leaving the hangar, we have the 1969 Chevelle, followed by a yellow Corvette. Coming up behind him is the Spartan B, and looks like we have a yellow Mustang with a black stripe, followed by a Challenger. Then coming in on the left is a gray Mercury Marquis. I'm not sure why they entered that car in the show, but they did, and there it goes. Followed by another car from the Ford Motor Company, a Ford F-100 pickup. And then looks like we're going to get another Challenger and a blue sedan. And they're off. And like I said I would, I'm concluding this with some footage from the Three Rivers Museum in downtown Muskogee. It's mostly a local history museum. Their exhibits include this display about bass reeves. And here's a few other exhibits, including this tank that would have been hauled by horses to fight fires back in the day. Thanks for watching.